Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to explore the fascinating and poignant life of Queen Soraya, a woman whose beauty, grace, and tragic love story captivated the world. Born into a world of privilege and thrust into the limelight as the Queen of Iran, Soraya Esfandiari Bakhtiari's life was marked by both extraordinary highs and heartrending lows. Join me as we delve into the life of Queen Soraya, a true icon of the 20th century. Soraya Esfandiari Bakhtiari was born on June 22, 1932, in Isfahan, Iran. Her father, Khalil Esfandiari, was a prominent Iranian diplomat, and her mother, Eva Karl, was a German aristocrat. This unique blend of Persian and European heritage bestowed upon Soraya a striking beauty that would later enchant the world. Her early years were spent in a privileged environment, moving between Iran and Europe, where she received an elite education, becoming fluent in several languages and well-versed in the arts and culture. In 1948, Soraya's life took a dramatic turn when she was introduced to Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the Shah of Iran, through a photograph shown to him by Princess Shams, the Shah's elder sister. The Shah was immediately captivated by Soraya's beauty and grace. At the time, Iran was in need of a new queen following the Shah's divorce from his first wife, Queen Fawzia of Egypt. A meeting was arranged, and the two quickly fell in love. Their engagement was announced in October 1950, and the couple married on February 12, 1951, in a lavish ceremony that captured the world's attention. Soraya's marriage to the Shah marked the beginning of her life as Queen of Iran. She was just 18 years old when she ascended to this role, and she quickly became a beloved figure in Iran and an international fashion icon. Her elegance and poise made her a favorite among photographers and fashion magazines. She was frequently compared to Hollywood stars, and her style was emulated by women around the world. However, behind the glamorous facade, Soraya faced immense pressure and scrutiny. The central challenge of Soraya's life as queen was her struggle to produce an heir to the throne. Despite their deep affection for each other, Soraya and the Shah were unable to have children. This issue became a significant source of tension, as producing an heir was considered vital for the stability of the Iranian monarchy. The couple sought medical advice and treatments, but to no avail. The Shah's advisors, concerned about the future of the dynasty, began to pressure him to consider a divorce. In 1958, after 7 years of marriage, the Shah made the heart-wrenching decision to divorce Soraya. The divorce was a devastating blow to Soraya, who loved the Shah deeply and had dedicated herself to her role as queen. The separation was amicable, and the Shah granted Soraya the title of princess and a generous settlement. However, Soraya's departure from Iran marked the end of a significant chapter in her life, and she retreated to Europe, where she sought solace and privacy. Following her divorce, Soraya's life took a new direction. She initially struggled with the loss of her royal status and the intense public scrutiny that followed her every move. However, she eventually found a new path as an actress and a writer. In the early 1960s, she starred in several Italian and French films, including I Tre Volti, The Three Faces, and She. Although her acting career was short-lived and met with mixed reviews, it allowed her to express herself creatively and carve out a new identity beyond her royal past. Soraya also penned an autobiography, The Palace of Solitude, published in 1991, in which she candidly reflected on her life, her marriage to the Shah, and her experiences as a queen and a private individual. The book provided an intimate look at the emotional turmoil and challenges she faced, offering readers a deeper understanding of the woman behind the glamorous public image. Throughout her later years, Soraya remained a figure of fascination and sympathy. She lived a relatively private life in Europe, residing in Switzerland, Germany, and France. Despite her attempts to distance herself from the public eye, she continued to be a beloved and tragic figure, remembered for her beauty, elegance, and the sorrowful circumstances of her life. Queen Soraya's story is one of love, loss, and resilience. Her marriage to the Shah of Iran was a fairy tale that captivated the world, but it was also a story marked by profound personal challenges and heartache. Despite the pressures and expectations placed upon her, Soraya maintained her dignity and grace, leaving a lasting legacy as a symbol of elegance and strength. Soraya Esfandiari Bakhtiari passed away on October 26, 2001, in Paris, France. Her death marked the end of an era, but her memory continues to live on in the hearts of those who admired her. She is remembered not only as a queen but as a woman who faced extraordinary circumstances with courage and poise. When Soraya married Mohammad Reza Pahlavi in 1951, Iran was undergoing significant transformations. The Shah was a modernizer, determined to propel Iran into the 20th century through a series of ambitious reforms known as the White Revolution. These reforms included land redistribution, women's suffrage, and the promotion of industrial growth. While these efforts aimed to modernize the country and improve living standards, they also generated considerable resistance from traditionalists and the clergy. Soraya, as queen, was an integral part of this modernization effort. She was seen as a symbol of the new Iran, modern, sophisticated, and connected to the West. Her European upbringing and style further cemented this image. During state visits and public appearances, she presented a polished, cosmopolitan face of the Iranian monarchy. Her fashion choices were widely followed, and she often wore designs by Christian Dior and other renowned couturiers, making her a trendsetter on the global stage. However, despite her efforts to support her husband's vision, Soraya's inability to produce an heir overshadowed her contributions. In a monarchy, the continuation of the dynasty is paramount, and this expectation placed immense pressure on her. The personal and political ramifications of her childlessness were profound. The Shah's decision to divorce her was influenced not only by personal desires but also by the advisors who emphasized the need for a successor. After her divorce, Soraya's life took on a different tone. Her foray into the film industry was an attempt to redefine herself outside the constraints of her former royal life. While her films did not achieve significant critical acclaim, they represented a bold step for a woman seeking to reclaim her identity and agency. In the film I Tre Volti, for example, Soraya played multiple roles that showcased her versatility and willingness to take risks. Her autobiography, The Palace of Solitude, was another crucial aspect of her post-royal life. In it, she candidly shared her experiences, giving the world a rare glimpse into the emotional and psychological struggles she faced. The book was not just a memoir but also a poignant reflection on the loneliness and isolation that often accompany high-profile lives. It resonated with many readers who admired her honesty and resilience. In the broader historical context, Soraya's life was also intertwined with the dramatic events that later unfolded in Iran. After her divorce, the Shah remarried Farah Diba, who eventually bore him an heir, ensuring the continuity of the Pahlavi dynasty. However, the political landscape in Iran continued to evolve, culminating in the 1979 Iranian Revolution, which overthrew the monarchy and established an Islamic republic. Soraya, watching from afar, witnessed the complete transformation of the country she once called home. Despite the personal and political upheavals, Soraya maintained a dignified presence throughout her life. She continued to be a figure of public interest, and her story was a reminder of the human side of historical events. Her later years were spent quietly, often in the company of close friends and family, away from the public eye that had once scrutinized her every move. Queen Soraya's legacy is multifaceted. She is remembered for her beauty and elegance, her role as a modernizing queen, and her personal strength in the face of adversity. Her life story offers valuable lessons about the intersection of personal and political realms, the pressures faced by women in positions of power, and the enduring impact of resilience and grace. In conclusion, Queen Soraya's life is a testament to the complexities of love, duty, and identity. She navigated the demands of royalty, the heartbreak of personal loss, and the challenge of redefining herself in the aftermath of divorce. Her story continues to inspire and resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of personal courage and the profound impact of historical events on individual lives. Thank you for joining me in this comprehensive exploration of Queen Soraya's life. Her journey, marked by both triumphs and tribulations, remains a powerful narrative of a woman who lived through extraordinary times and left an indelible mark on history.